Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Valhalla. Thanks for tuning in. We are talking to Stella right now, and she just talked about how she found Virgilio's true name, and she would like to meet up with him and thank him later. But now we're kind of jumping back onto the whole gold rush thing about the White Knight armor that people are picking up. So let's see what Jill has to say about that. I just realized something's off with the whole tech gold rush story. What would it be? Wouldn't all that tech be patented anyways? I get trying to crack it in the first place, but that would be true if the tech was patented in the first place. It isn't? Zaibatsu has been so paranoid about making the White Knights untouchable that they never patented anything. Huh? Okay, wait, I don't really quite get it. Let's just have her explain. A patent would be in a database that someone could hack and retrieve valuable info from. Oh, okay, got it. Not to mention, they've been using tech from other companies without any authorization. Ooh, so just a whole bunch of sketch all in one place. And no patent registry in their right mind would approve of that global shutdown signal, let alone how it immobilized everyone still inside one of those suits. So okay, that was when they were trying to decommission all the White Knights at once, right? And they sent something out through the suits and it made them stop moving, and that's what they explained in the previous episode. Okay, getting it. So the ones that were upholding the law did so using suits that are by all means illegal? The irony runs deep, wouldn't you say? Why do it though? When you have so much money, you start thinking you can screw around with the rules. All that power makes you think you're above every law there is. And this city is what happens when those with money start making the rules. I'm curious though, have you ever covered up any screw-ups by using money? I think we've all done things we're not too proud of at some point in our lives. Well, Jill, I gotta go. Always a pleasure. I'm not going to talk about it. That's very sensitive information. Please come again. Alma. No, hello? You're pretty insistent on that one, aren't you? It's basic courtesy, something I will fight to uphold. First the greeting stop, then saying please and thanks stop, and before you know it, boom, total anarchy. You're exaggerating. Am not. In fact, I'll go through that door again and expect you to properly greet me this time. I'll just slide whistle off the screen. Whoop, there we go. All right, coming on back in. Fine. Hello, Jill. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. "Only this and nothing more." You overdid it. You totally overdid it. Quoth the bartender. I did not. Is the name Lenore in that poem? I know Evermore, the word Evermore, is the word Lenore in that poem? Huh. So, you like poetry? I had a phase. Can I get you something? Let's start with a big cobalt velvet. Sure. You know what? I'm gonna pause really quick and just look through the poem. I'll be right back. Oh my god, that was totally a reference. They do say the name Lenore in that poem. That's so random though. Why? Is there any other meaning? Like I didn't look at the poem too closely, but like, does the poem itself have a lot to do with like parallels with Jill's life or something? They do have the name Lenore in there, so it's totally on purpose. That was like super random of Jill though. I'm so quirky. Okay, big cobalt velvet. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, oopsie, blah, 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 blah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all on the rocks and mixed. Here. Thanks. Oh yeah, there's something I've been wondering about for a while. Does the name Shadowmaster 69's Chronicles ring any bells? Beautiful name, wonderful name, good one. Well, you went pale. Oh, what is this? Is this some dark corner of the past? I had some pretty embarrassing usernames in the past too, so I totally understand. Is that yours? Is that you? Is that your fan fiction? No, the name doesn't ring any bells.
May 22nd. Today, my daily card readings told me that I'd meet great change thanks to an old man. My biology teacher told me I had been picked for an inter-school contest with my latest essay.
It's her, isn't it? It's her diarying her college years, yeah?
I just knew a scientific theory on the idea of auras was as revolutionary as I thought. Soon I'll bring the world into the occult science singularity.
This doesn't super sound like Jill? What is this?
Later entries don't seem to have gone that well, though. Mentions of being laughed at, being lectured on why the essay was wrong. Jill?
Oh no! What was that, college? Was that high school or college? Because college seemed to go a lot better. I made sure to delete that blog! No evidence should be left!
I can think of at least 6 different sources off the top of my head that have all that stuff archived.
Why? Why?
Sheesh, relax. It's not that bad.
What do you mean it's not that bad? Don't you realize how embarrassing it all is?
We've all been that young, Jill. Relax. It's not like you're still like that nowadays. That would have been embarrassing. You're not still like that, right?
Gods, no. I gave up on the whole occult stuff. It's just that remembering all that stuff is just...
I don't know. I like the way you looked. All dressed in black with a rare accessory popping out thanks to the colors. I mean, at least you had the decency to use makeup and take care of yourself.
Excuse me, not every girl has to use makeup in order for it to be self-care. Thank you. So you have a picture. Oh God, you have a freaking picture! Why do you do this to me? Why do you dig up the sins of my past?
I was bored. Last Friday, I had to take my mind off the whole Diana thing, so I ran a small background check on you, as friends do, as people do. It's a very normal thing. Simple stuff, just checking past internet activity.
Oh God, no, Alma, you never do that to someone you would call your friend. You would never look up their internet activity. Don't do it. Please don't run background checks like that.
I just used a search engine, you know. I didn't request documents or anything.
What led you to that page?
You do realize your main mail account everywhere is still the one you used back then, right? Like I said, relax. You were obsessed with occultism, I wanted to kiss all the boys, and I kinda almost accomplished that in middle school, which still sort of haunts me today. I'll never underestimate the lengths old classmates will go to track you down. Especially if they think you're still the girl that kissed them for fun and they're lonely to boot.
Oh God. Oh jeez.
We all have things we're not too proud of as adults.
Ugh, now I know how criminals feel when evidence is used against them.
I have to ask though, why the 69?
Do you even need to ask with her sense of humor? Girl, do you even need to ask? It was supposed to be 6'9", not 69, like in reference to both the lovers and the hermit. Oh, okay, like was it Aquarius? Aquarius. The symbol that looks like a 6 and a 9. I was convinced it meant wise choices. Oh no, unfortunate. Unfortunate. You know what that reminds me of? Like when all those pictures of tattoos with like Chinese characters and stuff, and they think it means something cool, but it's actually something really stupid. That's what I feel like here. I'm so sorry.
Jill, there's nobody that would read that as 6'9".
I was 12 at the time. Okay, yeah, so it was middle school.
Even at 12, I freaking knew what a 69 was. Just how innocent were you back then?
Oh, well, I was still very innocent for a long time, too. Come on, not everybody learns about all this stuff at the same age, okay? You have no idea.
Well, let's sweeten things up a bit. I'll have a sugar rush.
Sure. A sugar rush. Are they trendy now or something? Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Why? Why would you do this to me? Why would you dig up my past? Cause me pain? No, never do that to me. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. I'm just gonna dump a bunch of Carmetrine in here. It's what you get. Okay, here you go. Here.
This is the thing.
Say, Alma, speaking of the past, what was your last long-term relationship like?
That's sudden.
You dug through my past, I've earned the right to dig through yours.
Fine. Long-lasting relationships, huh? Romantic ones, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Well, I've had about 4 boyfriends who I describe as such that I've introduced to my family and all. The first one was in high school. I broke up with him because he cheated on me. I remember the other girl trying to pick a fight, and me just saying, keep the dirty boy, keep him, don't even need him. The second one was during my freshman year. I broke up with him after he thought it'd be funny to punch me in the arm. He starts with a friendly hit, and before you know it...
Anyways, yeah, that sounds yikes. That sounds like bad news. Back the heck off.
The other guy I met shortly after I dropped out. He was interested in marriage, but he wanted to get married only half a year or so of knowing him. Yeah, that's too soon. And then there's Richard.
Was that the one we'd known about recently? Who?
I spent almost 4 years with him. We got along pretty well. We had awesome chemistry. I truly loved him. But as time went by, there was a rift that started separating us. He just didn't like my family.
He didn't?
Moreover, he wasn't a family person. He distanced himself from his own and voiced that he didn't want kids. There was a part of me that wanted to believe, even if just for a little bit, that maybe he'd change his mind. But as much as I loved him, that one detail brought a growing gap between us. And at one point I just had to break up with him. But I'm not here to depress you. Bring me a beer, will ya?
Sure. Let's get her a beer. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I don't even know why we brought that up to be honest, but 1, 2, 3, 4. I understand. Relationships, they're not easy. They're really not easy. I've learned a lot from my past relationships. I understand. Thanks for telling me that, by the way.
Don't mention it.
Okay, one more question and we're even.
Wow, you really are embarrassed of that blog, huh? Sure, ask away.
At what age did you get those implants in your boobs? Come on! I didn't even think that it was gonna go in this direction, but honestly, why am I even surprised?
Ugh. Jill, I love you and I know you're saying that in jest, but I've lived through so many rumors about me getting plastic surgery that I can't and won't take it as a joke. And as such, and honoring our friendship, I'll just say this. They're real and they're spectacular. Now ask the real question before I slap you upside the head.
I'll grant you one and only one chance to call me by my full name as compensation then.
I gladly take your offer.
It's funny that you mentioned slapping because my real question was, why did you get your hands chopped?
Chopped? Well, there's a couple of reasons. The first is that I spend lots of time typing, and these replacements help me avoid carpal tunnel syndrome.
Oh, that's interesting, okay? Functionality.
Oh, there's other utilities, like how I can interface with many devices. For example, there's a tiny computer embedded in my glasses.
Oh, like Google Glass, except better. Oh!
If I move my index finger, it acts like the computer's cursor. There's lots more, but they're small things that don't sound that impressive when I say it out loud.
How did your family take the operation? Was that her full reason? Just functionality? That's it? I'm sure there's gotta be more to it than that, right?
They took it well enough, except for my mom. She freaked out for months. She even went to the hospital to ask for my hands.
Don't you miss them?
Sometimes, but just during emotional moments. But as luck would have it, someone else has them.
Really? You gave your arms to someone else? They can do that?
Shortly before my operation, there was an accident on the highway. One of the victims was this young lady whose right hand got completely crushed. I told them to check if we were compatible and all that.
Okay, does that happen? Do people ever graft, like, other people's limbs onto other people? I know organs, but, like, limbs?
I mean, implants are not everyone's first choice if they can get a natural replacement. A bit of cosmetic treatment, and it could pass off as her original hand with no problem. Last I heard, we were compatible, and the family agreed to the donation. I don't know what's become of her, but I hope she's fine.
And you didn't tell your mom about that?
I didn't want her pestering the poor girl. So, are we cool now? Are we even now?
Are we? You were pretty pissed about my comment regarding your boobs.
Again,
oh, sorry, wrong voice. Again, I'm sorry. It sounded a lot less rude in my head.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Besides, I get to call you Julianne once.
Now you don't!
Huh? Why?
You just called me by my full name.
Are you serious?
One chance and only one chance. And you just used it up, my friend.
Damn it!
Surprise! Hey, Alma, this might be a weird tangent, but do you believe in ghosts? Hey!
Not particularly, no. Although, there was this paper I read once that was quite interesting. It proposed a scenario where nanomachine clusters would leave the body after death, and then acted as a collective hive mind through residual brainwaves. The result would basically be an image not unlike a hologram.
So is that what's happening here? Because she is acting like her face looks like a hologram.
Of course, the hypothesis fell through because such nanomachine density is impossible in a body. Even 5% of the amount needed is enough to make the blood too dense for the heart. And it's not like brainwaves are potent enough to create those reactions. Still an interesting read, though.
I see. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault that you convinced yourself that you're crazy.
Well, I'll leave then. See you tomorrow.
See ya.
All done?
I am. And what about you, Gil? For some reason, the idol girl left him like that, it seems. I don't know if it was the idol girl. I think it was the other girl, right?
You think? It might have been while he was out.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. True. Hey, boss, you're a fan of wrestling, aren't you? I mean, you were a wrestler, so...
That I am, yeah. Why?
I was wondering, isn't wrestling fake?
Aren't twin tails for little girls and teens with 8th grade syndrome?
Oh, girl, we hit a sore spot. She clapped back with that. Oh, girl.
That's really funny because I'm pretty sure 8th grade syndrome is definitely a Japanese thing. It's called chunibyo, and there's a whole character trope for that.
If you don't know, you'll probably seen them in anime plenty of times. It's the character that, like, I don't even know how to describe it. They, like, pretend that they're part of some sort of, like, dark thing, or, like, there's part of some fantasy world, and a lot of times they have that pose where they put the hand over their face and like, I am, like, in my hand is sealed as darkness, and blah, blah. I don't really know, but, like, I see a lot of characters like that. It's chunibyo, 8th grade syndrome. There's even a whole anime named after that, and it drove me nuts. Drove me crazy. 8th grade what?
When you get down to it, wrestling is bleh. When you get down to it, wrestling is as real as a soap opera. I mean, you don't really expect a legal lawsuit to be fixed in a ring, right? Sure, in my ideal world, you would solve legal problems through good old wrestling, but...
No, seriously, 8th grade what?
But you don't go around calling soap operas fake. It's a show. It just so happens to use fights as an expression. You might as well see it as a unique form of theater. Besides, considering the injuries many wrestlers suffer, it's not all fake.
Huh, I didn't think about it that way.
Sadly, I won't stand for anyone bad-mouthing wrestling. So now I have to go and break Gil's back to make you humble.
Oh, well, wait, what?
Come here, butt boy!
Poor Gil! Poor Gil. Dana is too nice to girls, so she has to keep destroying the boy. Poor Gil. He's so sweet and he didn't do anything wrong. He's just a little bit out of it. Why did it have to be him for our mistakes? Jill, apologize. Apologize right now. 8th grade what? No, don't be focused on that. Apologize.
Jesus. There we go. There's the money. Woo! Yeah, we did it! Woo! We made rent. Hell yeah. Heck yeah. All right, I'm done. I'm done with everything. Go and buy everything, waste the rest of my money. Let's do it. Who would have thought we'd get a bona fide idol in the bar? Hell yeah, girl. Hell yeah. I feel like an adult is the achievement that we just unlocked. You were charged with $10,000 for your rent. Have a nice day. Also, going back to the dollar amounts, holy hell. Imagine if in this day and age you were paying $10,000 for a crappy apartment. My God. Jill will have a roof on her head for another month. This sense of relief will make sure she focuses at work. Have a very nice day. I will. We have a roof over our heads for another month. Yay. Yay indeed for, oh my God, I'm tingling with excitement. Yay. Ooh, nothing new? Since when? This is the first time. There's always been a new thread every day. What's happening? Oh, and Kiramiki uploaded it. Okay, let's check it out.
Ooh, new Lilim regulations. The current regulations preventing Lilim from looking too human have been working well so far, but Glitch City's government is planning to create even more new laws so as to enforce robot-like features among the Lilim in a bid to reduce identity theft. Oh, okay, that's actually a pretty valid pretty valid concern. Actually, speaking of robot appearances, so again, there's a whole bunch of other media that does concepts like this, but the most recent one that I'm thinking of that relates to appearance is Detroit Become Human. There's a lot of mixed reviews and mixed feelings about the creator of the game, David Cage, who also made Heavy Rain and such. I never really looked into his other games, but I guess the writing can be kind of like over the top, or like, I don't know exactly what people's opinions are, but sometimes it's pretty negative. And anyways, I watched a playthrough of it recently, and while there were a lot of aspects that I think could have been improved, I enjoyed the story for the most part, and I really, really, really enjoyed the actors. They did an amazing job. The mocap is like crazy. But one of the things was that the only thing that makes them look human is that they have like a little light on the right side of their temple. But okay, this isn't a spoiler. It's not a spoiler. But I'm wondering what else they're doing with this particular city. Because with Dorothy, it's just her hands, really. I think they were like jointed, and then with Miki, it's just the ear attachments. I think like she doesn't have human skin color, but I don't know. Let's see. Glitch City, the first nation to adopt the current standard in artificial intelligence and robotics, was the first to allow robots into normal society, quickly giving them necessary rights so as to sustain a long-term experiment about their role in human evolution. Unfortunately, the first year saw numerous reports of identity theft, resulting in the need for more stringent measures. It is unknown what kind of laws we'll have in the future regarding their existence. But people look more robot-like by the day too. The reverse is also happening, I understand. After the great earthquake, salvage agents are the new rage. Oh, okay, this is the quote-unquote gold rush that they were talking about, right? You know what? I'm gonna finish up the articles before the end of this episode. The great earthquake that sank large portions of the world 5 years ago also created an unexpected new profession, salvage agents. Summer Aki is one of these salvagers, and she shares her experience with the augmented eye. Seeing big cities like Tokyo and places like Caracas, several kilometers below the ocean surface, that's something that gets to you, you know? Oh, like salvaging from the ocean surface, not the gold rush people? Millions lived there before the great earthquake, and it's on me to retrieve their memories, their lives. Aki is now working to retrieve items from a research facility in the Tanegashima Island in Japan. And Australia? Australia is a tad more complicated than that. Okay. Grand Slam, ooh, talking about wrestlers. Grand Slam Fighters crowns a new heavyweight champion. Who is it? Glitch City's most popular pro wrestling promotion crowned a new heavyweight champion yesterday, with Giant Yusuke taking the gold from fellow Japanese wrestler Justin Liger. After previous champion 66 American Kid was forced to relinquish the title due to a head injury, GSF decided to hold a tournament to find a new title award holder. The match ended after an epic 30-minute bout, with Giant Yusuke applying a massive German suplex for the 3 count. During an interview with AE, Giant Yusuke told us through a translator that he's waiting for 66 American Kid to recover. I won't rest until I beat him clean. So exciting! If only I understood what's going on. Again, references to other media. So, speaking of this is wrestling, but it reminds me of boxing and how excited I am for, I don't know if you guys have been watching the anime this season called Megalobox. I love it so much so far. It seems I have a penchant for falling in love with boxers. Well, not quite. I just like, it depends. But I really, really liked Little Mac from Punch-Out, especially when they did the remake. He looked very handsome there, and the game was really fun. Ninjara from ARMS, I'm really enjoying, and like I just like a lot of them. And then Megalobox, he's so cool. He's so cool. The anime is so cool. I highly recommend it. Just go watch it. It's just about a scrappy underdog fighting his way up through some fancy tournament, and everyone boxes with like machinery attachments that kind of make it so that they can like punch faster and stuff like that. It's really cool. Okay. Let's finish up. Okay, lastly. So I can just buy crap now, right? If I can afford anything. I bet not, though. Just this. Oh, she's talking about the bar. Oh, what does she gotta say? The name sounds silly. Excuse me. And a bit hard to pronounce. You mean VA-11 Hall A? Good thing it's actually called Valhalla. Oh, okay, got it. The funny numbers and letters are just a code. Anyway, I visited this cute and small bar downtown twice after getting lost for a bit. I think the area was called Neon District. At first, it was a bit scary because I forgot my way back, but once I got in there, I felt really safe and at home. The bartenders are a bunch of sweethearts and are the And the boss was such a class act. I even took a photo with her and sent a video to her little sister. I look forward to visiting again. The drinks were very tasty, even though they weren't made of real alcohol.
I don't know if I want the bar to suddenly become a fan tourism hotspot. Yeah, that seems like it's what it's gonna be after that, but that's so sweet of you, Miki. That's so sweet. We welcome you anytime. Thank you so much for speaking well of us. We love you too. Okay, well, it's the 30th? The 30th. It's the 30th. Is there one more day? The month doesn't end on the 30th, it ends on the 31st, right? And then there's a New Year's party. How much longer is this game? When does it end? It's not that I want it to come to an end as fast as possible. I'm just getting more and more anxious is the thing. I don't know when and how things are going to wrap up. Okay, join me for the next episode. I'll see you then. Zaxxus, over and out.